Good morning, all of you. Myself Vivek Sharma, Assistant Professor in IT Department, Biani Girls College. Welcome all of you. Today I am here to present a lecture on data structure. Data structure is one of the most popular subject of computer science engineering and computer science application. As the name suggests, data structure, it is a logical or mathematical model of a particular organization is called data structure. That is particular organization. In all organization, data may be arranged in either ascending order, descending order, or in such alphabetically order. So, logical or mathematical arrangements of data is always called data structure. Second topic is classification of data structure. Data structure is classified in two broad categories. First one is primitive data structure and second one is non-primitive data structure. In case of primitive data structure, data is classified integer, real, character or boolean. These are the four categories of primitive data structure. Integer, all of you know integer means without decimal, 2, 5, 20 is called integer data structure. Real with decimal values comes under real. Character A, B, C comes under character data structure. And fourth one is boolean. Boolean always works in true and false values. Second category of classification is called non-primitive data structure. Non-primitive data structure is classified in two types, linear and non-linear. Linear means data structure is arranged in particular sequential order or arranged in particular order is called primitive data linear data structure. Linear data structure is also classified in four broad categories. First one is array, second one is stack, third one is queue and fourth one is linked list. Non-linear data structure is also classified in two broad categories. First one is tree and second one is graph. Now next one is data structure operations. Data structure operations are primarily categorized in two categories. First one is primary operations and second one is special operations. First we will discuss primary operations. Primary operations are basic operations which we can apply on data structure. It includes inserting, deleting, searching and traversing. What do you mean inserting? Inserting means suppose we have a list of 4 elements. Suppose we have a list of 4 elements A, B, C, D, our data items, and we want to insert a new elements. So inserting means adding a new records in a list. Suppose here we are adding new elements, that is A. Second one is deleting. Sometimes there is requirements to delete existing data items or delete data which there is no future requirements. To deleting means removing data items from a particular list. In this given list we have 5 elements A, B, C, D, E and we want to delete in a particular element. Suppose we want to delete E. Now this is our new list. Third one is searching. Searching is the process of identifying data items in a given list. Searching is a process of identifying a data items of a given list or finding out locations of data items. In this given list, the location of A in this given list, we have 4 elements A, B, C, D and we want to find out element D is present or not. This is called searching. So finding the location or data items is called, the location of D is 4th position. Fourth one is traversing. Traversing is word comes from the travel word, travel, T-R-A-V-E-L. Traversing is a process of visit each node exactly once. Each node exactly once. First we visit A, then we visit V, then we visit C and then we visit D. So to visit each node exactly once is called traversing. These are the basic 4 operations of data structure. Now we have 2 special operations. First one is sorting and merging. Sorting and merging both are special operations of data structure. First we discuss sorting. Sorting. Sometimes there is a requirements arranging data items in a particular order, either ascending, descending or alphabetically. This is called sorting. Suppose we have a list which contains 5 elements, 5, 2, 10, 7 or 9. So then we have to arrange these data items in a particular order, either ascending, then list, after sorting list will be 2 here, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 10. This is a list is in ascending order. This is called sorting. Sorting is very useful in case of searching. Next one is merging. Merging is the process of combining records in a list. In this case, suppose we have two lists, list 1, list A and list B. Merging is a process of combining records. So we can combine list A and list B and we can obtain a new list that is called list C. This is called merging. Now we discuss one of the example linear data structure, that is stack. First we discuss definition of stack. A stack is a list of elements in which elements may be inserted or deleted at one end called top of the stack. I am repeating. A stack is a list of elements. It is a list in which elements is either inserted or deleted only one end, that is called top of the stack. Now we are taking example of stack. Suppose we have 3 elements, A, B, C are 3 elements which are stored in stack, and suppose we want to insert a new element. This is the top. Suppose we want to insert new element D. D will be inserted here. There are terminology which are used in stack: push, pop and stack top. Push means adding a new data items into stack. Push means just like insertion. Insert new data items into stack is called push. Second one is pop. Pop means deleting data items from stack. In this case, we have 4 elements A, B, C, D and we want to delete a particular element. First we have to delete D. Then we can delete C. Third one is stack top. Stack top is a pointer variable which points top location or top element of stack. We are now taking example of stack. Suppose we have 4 elements A, B, C, D. First, we will insert A into stack, then we will insert B into stack, then we will insert C into stack, finally we insert D into stack. This is called push, inserting data items into stack or memory. In this case, D is the top element, or D represent top location of element. The location of A is 1, B is 2, C is 3 and D is 4. Suppose we want to delete, so first we delete D. Or we have to perform pop operation. First we have to delete D. Then new stack will be this type: A, B or C. This is a new stack after deleting D. Now we are discussing stack algorithm. There are 2 algorithms of stack. First one is push algorithm, means inserting new data items, and second one is pop algorithm. First we can cover push algorithm. Push is the keyword. In push procedure, stack, top, max stack and data items. These are the 4 elements which are required in stack push algorithm. First step of push algorithm: if top equal to max stack, then print overflow and return. It means suppose we have a stack which contains 4 elements A, B, C, D and maximum size of stack is 4. Here max stack is 4 and we want to insert new elements. In this case, if top equal to max stack, in this case maximum stack size is 4. This is the max stack, maximum stack. In this case, we cannot insert new element into stack and condition is overflow. Condition is overflow. Second one, if it is not, then set top equal to top plus 1. Suppose the size of stack is 5 or 6. In this case, we can easily insert new element into stack and increase top by top plus 1. Now stack top represent 5th position. Now stack top represent 5th position, top of the stack. Third condition is set stack top equal to item. We can easily insert new data items into top of the stack. Suppose we want to insert E, then location of E is now 5th. Last one is return. We can return or again applied procedure again. Now we discussing stack pop algorithm. Pop means deleting elements from stack. In this procedure, pop, stack, top, item, these are 3 elements required to perform pop operation. If top equal to 0, it means there is no element in stack. Suppose this one is stack. In this case, we can see there is no element in stack and top equal to 0. In this case, print underflow condition. This is called underflow condition. It means we cannot delete any elements from stack because there is no element exist in the stack. This is called underflow condition. If this is not possible, then set item equal to stack top. In the second case, if suppose there are 2 or 3 elements exist in stack and stack top represent C. Stack top represent C. Set item equal to stack top. Assign top element to item. This top element will be stored in item. We have a new element that is called item and this top element C will be stored into item. Set top equal to top minus 1. In this case, C will be removed here and stack top will be decreased. In this case, previous stack top represents 3rd location. This is the location number 1st, location number 2 and location number 3. In this case, when you delete C, then stack top represent 2nd location. And finally, we return. Thank you all of you for watching